Well, g'day and welcome back once again. So as we mentioned last week, we are getting into a roll of 5s this week and having a bit of a look on both ends. We've got a 2004 on one end, which is nothing exciting at all. It's 147 million in circulation that year, and we can't see anything on the other end at all, so it's not a spectacular start, but we'll give it a whirl, see how we go. Oh, we might have to do a bit of a focus here to get things looking a bit more zoomy. Alrighty, so there's our 2004. There's nothing glaringly obvious to begin with there. Looks like it's sort of a low position of the echidna there on that side. But apart from that, nothing too exciting. Next up we've got an 01. Now these can have a flamingo blob on the base of the 5, so let's cross our fingers. Unfortunately, nothing there. Bugger. Oh well, can't have a win every day. And having a bit of a look everywhere else, we can't see anything else really happening there. Next up we've got a 94, which had a circulation of about 160 million. This is the one that can have a large SD on the bottom of the coin. That looks like a fairly standard sized one as far as I can see. We line it up next to one of the other coins from another year. Actually, it might be a little bit different in size. We might put that one aside actually, because it could be slightly bigger. I think what happens with them is that the SD tends to be a little bit closer together. The S and the D tend to be a bit closer together on the large ones. And that could possibly be what we're looking at there. So we'll have to see. Just comparing it with the other one. Don't know. That's a bit of a have a look at it later, I think. We'll put that one aside. 2022. This is the one because I don't have the up-to-date Renix book that it just says NA. I don't know why. I do come into contact with a lot of these though, so I'm not overly phased if we throw one back into circulation, because I do see quite a lot of them. And just as I say that, there's another one right there. So with a necklace and a initials on it, same as the last one, and has the SD down the bottom. Nothing else appears to be kind of out of the ordinary or missing there. No extra blobs. 2024 King Charles. Now, similar to the other ones, I'm not sure whether we actually keep King Charles's from 24, but I'm going to anyway, so I'll put it aside. Oh, look at that, there's another one, 2 in a row. Yeah, I'm not really sure on the 5-cent coins. I know that we do keep 20s and 50s and a few other different ones, but not sure on the 5s, to be honest. No errors that I know of that are on here to look out for, but as usual we have a look anyway. Nope, nothing there really visible. It's in horrid condition anyway. Now 1999, this had a really large circulation as well. 179 million of these. These are the ones I kind of like, actually. A lot of other people may not like them, but I tend to like these ones that have got a really large circulation, because I think, well, you know what? If there was that many of them printed, there's bound to be some errors somewhere. But nothing we can see there, unfortunately. We've got our SD in its usual place. No other little misprints or anything there with the 5 or the echidna's feet that we can see. And that is a 1998. It had a circulation of 88 million and it doesn't look rotated or anything. This one looks in pretty neat condition. Maybe a 2022, possibly. 2024 once again. Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw these 2024s back. I come across so many of them. It's just ridiculous. I don't want to be saving lots of coins that I don't need to. I need the space. Damn it. 76 is out of circulation of 113 million. There were no errors that I know on this one, except on the 75 there was a double queen's head. But nothing we can see here. Just having a bit of a look everywhere. Nothing on the bottom of the 5. The SD's in place. The legs look all fine. Another nice and clean one. Looks like it's had a bit of rubbing somewhere from something. Despite that, it's pretty clean. 2020. That's the circulation of 34 million. We're after the 21 on those, so it's got the lower circulation. Those are the ones we've got a couple of last time we had a look through these. The 97 echidna had a circulation of 100 million. And there's no errors I'm aware of on this. Oh, the 97 rather, that is. I said 91, I meant 97. It's had the circulation of 100 million. There's no known errors on here, but as we saw last week, we had a cud error on a coin that had no known errors listed anywhere. I hadn't seen any errors on that particular year, and we found a cud error. So it happens. Because what's listed most of the time is sort of what is currently known and what is currently reported. So there's nothing on that 97. And as we also saw last week, or the week before possibly, we need to make sure that we always keep an eye out for what we're doing. I actually threw back a 10-cent error, card error, which is, you know, starting at about $6 last week, because I was not paying attention to what I was doing. And I just sort of went, yep, nothing there, moving on. So there we go, there's one we like, the 4.5 million circulation of the 2021, that's a keeper, so that's at least something we've got. That 94 had a circulation of 100 and something million, and this is the one that also has the large SD at the base of the coin. I think we actually saved the other one, which was a 94 as well. Yes, we did. So we'll take a look at both of these, because I think these are something you really need to have a look at kind of under the microscope. So we'll save them, but we won't call them a success story as yet. That's a 91 that had a circulation of 21 million, but there's no reported errors on that. that I've seen anywhere, and nothing we can see looking at it. And you can almost see there, looking at that 5, you can see there's sort of a thicker blob on the bottom of the 5 there. So you can see how the error sometimes pops up on these, which is the flamingo error, which you end up with a blob kind of sitting up here. So you can see how that definitely happens on these. Had a circulation of 44 million, there's quite a few of them, and no reported errors on them either. And this had a circulation of 139 million, so there's lots of them. And no blob on the bottom of the 5, nothing on the end of any of the claws. That's a 2022. That's again the we don't know, but we come across a lot of them. It's that grubby one we grabbed a second ago. Doesn't look like we can see anything through all of that grease and grime that looks obvious as an error. It's an 02. Had a circulation of 148 million, and those were the ones that the 02, the 05 and the 07 were known to have the double head. What have we got here? This is one of those ones that looks like it's sort of deeper in the rim, but I don't know if it's because it's got so much dirt in it or not. I did come across one of these a little while ago, actually, 2006. So this is one that had a circulation of 306 million. There's a hell of a lot of them. No rotation, and there's nothing I can really see there in terms of blatant kind of errors with the nose. Sometimes the nose joins on with the 5 as well. We actually had that happen with a roll that we did a couple of weeks ago where the nose joined up with the 5, and that was a kind of a clear indicator of the coin being sort of double pressed. And a 21. Lovely, that's a 4.5 million if it is just the normal echidna one, which it is. I've yet to see one of the wooden echidna coins. I would absolutely love to come across one, I tell you what. There's not very many of them. There's not a hell of a lot of them. But that's a keeper for a low mintage date. What was that other one? That was the 21 that we kept there before. So that was our low mintage one. That was our 94, and that was our 94 as well. Okay. Doing a bit of a recap, make sure I knew where I was. 2022 again. We come across a hell of a lot of these. Nothing blatantly obvious in terms of errors. 05. 194 million. This is the one that can have the double head. Can't really see any sort of double impression there. And no real errors on the back. Back into the pool with you, my friend. And what's that? 82. Surprised we haven't come across again any 81s as yet. It's quite strange. And everything looks copacetic there. It's very pretty looking. 2022, that's why. It's one of the newer ones. This also looks pretty new-ish. No sort of blobs of metal or anything we can overtly see, or problems with the placement of the echidna itself. Same with this one here. I'm going to say, I was going to say 90 something, 2001. A little bit older. This is the one that can have the flamingo on the base of the 5, but no go on the flamingo. I've yet to actually come across one of them. Would love it if we could find one day. Everything looks pretty good there. That looks like it's probably a 22 again. Yes, it is. Probably about 10 left now. $13 with a circulation of 78 million, and this is the one that can have the SD missing on the bottom of the 5, but as we can see there, the SD is there, just at the bottom there. So everything looks a-okay with that. An 18, that's grubby as hell. That had a circulation of 25 million. We don't have any known errors on that one. We can't see any problems with rotation or anything there. And we can't see any errors or anything there with the pressing or blobs of metal anywhere. There is a little bit of a build-up of metal on the bottom of that 5 there, but not enough for it to actually be sort of overflowing and causing the issue that we like to see, which is that blob down the bottom. This is the one we ran into before, the 06, which had a really large circulation of about 200 million. And nothing we can see that looks obvious there. 2000. That had a run of 97 million. There's no listed errors for that we know of. It's another 2022. As usual, we come across millions of them. I never really seem to have too much luck on the 5s, other than those sort of couple of low mintage years that I find here and there. 2011. That had a circulation of 44 million. And there's no listed errors that I know of for that. And none we can see just by looking at it. Last two. 1999. That's the one that had 179 million. There's no listed errors for that. Oh, there was another one hiding under there. It's 2 to go. Alrighty, 1989. That one had a circulation of 95 million, and there's no errors that I know of on that. And there's nothing that we can see here just by looking at it. That is sticking its nose out, obviously. And our one that was on the very bottom of the reel, which on the roll was our 2002 And this is the one that had the double head possibility, but we've got nothing there in terms of that. Alright, so unfortunately with that entire roll, our main loot from it was our couple of 1994s. And they're only just so that we can have a look at them and check what the large SD actually looks like. And then we got our couple of low mintage date 2021s. So in all reality, only 2 keepers out of the entire roll, unfortunately, but can't ever win every day. Alright, well, that'll do us for this one. Next time we catch up, we will get back into it and be having a look at a roll of 50s. We'll see you then.